The IMC Podcast is here to motivate and excite you about reading the Bible while in your corner. With that said, we highly encourage you to draw your own conclusions based on your personal findings in the scriptures as you journey with us on our conversations of the individual biblical characters. The views expressed by the guests on this podcast do not necessarily reflect the views of our sponsors or who they represent. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, and keep going. Like, subscribe, and share.
Wow. Go in peace, and the God of Israel may grant you your petition which you have asked for him. And she said, let your maidservant find favor in your sight. So the woman went away and ate.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the IMC Podcast, the In My Corner podcast, where we explore different biblical characters and stories with the attempt to better understand the whys of Scripture with Christ in our corner. This is Season 2, Episode 1. We're very delighted to have you back. I'm Dee, and with me, my co-host Richard, and with our special guest, Zabdiel. He's from Mexico. He's pastored a few years in Pennsylvania. Fun fact, we've started our seminary studies together.
Yes.
He is my roommate. He's been a good roommate.
What were you afraid to say?
He's been a good friend, good roommate, and we're delighted to have him. We have a biblical character that we haven't discussed yet. Very excited about that. And so, Richard, give us a little teaser.
Well, before I give you the teaser, I just want to say a big shout out to all the fans that have been listening throughout Season 1. We much appreciate you, and we are glad that you can join us once again for Season 2. I'm glad to be hosting this again with you, D.
Yeah, man.
And we went through a lot of characters last season.
Yeah,
but this season, the very first character that we're going to talk about and go through, her character is one that I wish or I want to have moving forward in life, because her prayer life and the way she communicated with God was not only in public but also in silence, and she was willing to give back whatever God gave to her so that the glory of God could shine and the work of God can continue. And today's character is none other than Hannah, the one whose son, of course, is the priest that we can never forget when we go back to the Old Testament, Samuel.
Yeah, definitely. It's a beautiful character, a lot of context to the story, and I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be here with you both.
We're glad to have you.
Third season is gonna come, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna keep being here, unless I'm standing in one of your places.
Oh, someone is gunning for our position. Nah, someone is gunning for. I don't know, man.
But Season 1 was great. I watched the episodes, and this season is gonna be great as well, because you made a great job to share this corner with all the world. I mean, whoever is watching online, I'm glad that they are watching and continue to encourage them. And
it's going to be great because you're here too.
Well, I'm just here about the story.
Okay.
The story that we're going to tell.
Yeah.
And why don't we get started? I mean, it's a topic definitely about prayer. And first of all, I want to say that this story starts in the middle of an evil context. In those times, like the times of the judges and the times of Eli and his two sons, they were going like revel. They were in revelry. They were doing whatever they pleased. They were extorting the people coming to church. You see, I mean, you know the story of the two sons of Eli.
Yeah.
They were doing bad things in the church. They were doing bad things to the people. And sometimes we think of church as why should I go to church? Why should I just go to pray, to sing? You know, it's a place where they're not doing something right.
Right.
But it's not about the place, it's about the communion. So the story starts making a point and saying, okay, yes, they wanted to go to the temple, to the tabernacle in Shiloh. And they were a faithful family, I would say. Because the Bible record in the book of Samuel, in the chapter 1, it records that they would go every year. Like every year, no missing. It's like
I want that kind of family.
Yeah, I mean, it's making a journey with all your family, with all your livestock, with all your offerings, with all your tents, going every year. I mean, we go to church maybe once a week, once in a while, in a month. But they were going, of course, they were going every week to do their worship in the local place, but they were going to a special place every year. So I'm pretty sure you know that Elkanah had 2 wives. And I don't know, what do you think of having 2 wives? That's difficult. And in Bible times, let me just tell you, they had sometimes a couple. But today we understand that God planned family to be faithful to one. In this case, Elkanah, for certain reasons, decided to have a second one. And that created a lot of troubles. It says in verse 2, he had 2 wives. The one of one was Hannah, and the name of the other, Peninnah. And Peninnah had children, like plenty. But Hannah had no children. And when they went every year to do the sacrifice in Shiloh, Elkanah, it says in verse 4, Elkanah would go to make an offering. And it says that he would give a portion to Peninnah and to all her sons and daughters, but to Hannah he would give a double portion of that special gift or offering. And I'm just pausing over here, like double portion. It's not only just giving, I'm gonna give you 2 things. It was about not only quantity but quality. He was giving her a very special portion, a selected one, the biggest quality, the most meaningful one. But that created, of course, which can be seen in our days as favoritism. And the Bible has different examples. Like Jacob with Rachel and Leah. Other examples in the Bible where having more than 2 wives created problems. And that is a case over here, because although Elkanah loved Hannah, Hannah was bitter, was worried, had burdens that she could not share with anyone. And perhaps, just to start, in this episode, we're talking to someone that has burdens, that has bitterness, that has resentment against someone, that has been praying year over year, or maybe we don't know how to pray. Like, Lord, I don't know how to pray, but I have asked you things. I have requested your help, and I don't know when you're gonna answer. And that was the case.
Before we even move on, for those of us that are wondering where we're reading from 1 Samuel chapter 1. That's where we're reading. So you can follow 1 Samuel 1 through. We are now at chapter 4, right? But
verse 4,
yeah, that's where our emphasis probably is going to be on chapter 1, 1 Samuel chapter 1 and 2, and you can follow along. But also, coming back to Hannah being barren and not being able to bear a child, where Peninnah has a child, back in those days, it was a sign that God was not with you. Like, God didn't like you. Because why is everyone giving birth and you're not? You know, it was seen as a sign that something is wrong with you. Your relationship, the relationship between you and God, something is wrong. So it was a real pressure on Hannah.
Yeah. I mean, today, COVID season made us stay isolated, made us stay in the shadows in many aspects of our life. And we just came out of the out of the COVID season, and we are in the real world now, and like, I'm lacking something. I'm not, maybe God didn't create me as perfect as he wished. Maybe, I don't know. Those are the struggles that she had.
Yeah.
But let me just go really quick.
Yeah.
Something very interesting. Verse 4. It says, 5. Verse 5, it says, but to Hannah he would give a double portion. And my version says, for he loved Hannah. But in the Hebrew, it's a special emphasis, like the direct object is Hannah. But Hannah he loved. Saying Elkanah loved her, really loved her. It was not just because she was pretty or whatever. We don't know.
Yeah.
But the point is, Elkanah loved her. He put the emphasis on the name Hannah, but Hannah, he loved her. That's a big impact. And I mean, when I think of Hannah, she was being loved. She was being cared. She was being given a double portion. She was taken with everyone. She was like the mother of the house in a sense as well. The mother of the family when it came to decisions, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But she had no children. And all of the other things, even though she was loved, she had resources, she had a rich man, a wealthy man. I mean, he was not poor. All those things, material things, just crumble at the fact that she didn't feel favor by God. So when we don't feel favor by God, no matter who is your friends, no matter who is like your family, no matter, I mean, sometimes all those things go into second or third position because you don't feel loved by God.
Yeah.
So are we feeling loved?
It's a good question that he asked. Are you feeling loved? Because there is a point in life, or there has been points, certain things in life that you feel, does God even hear me? Is God even there? Why is it that I don't have the thing that everybody has? And why is it that I am left out? It's a good question to grapple with, but is it what it looks like in the eyes of God?
Well, definitely that's what it looks in our eyes. And even worse, because we feel like, oh, we don't have this, we are not being loved, we don't have value, or we are lacking something. And even worse, verse 6, it says that her rival, like Peninnah, also provoked her severely to make her miserable. And that's
horrible.
Yeah. And it goes back to what you were saying about the favoritism, right? Elkanah treating Hannah a certain way, which then kind of like it prompted Peninnah to act that way, right? But then, and also you were talking about like Hannah wasn't feeling like, she felt like she didn't have any favor in God's eyes, which is really ironic because her name in the Hebrew means grace.
It means favor, grace.
But she wasn't feeling that for herself.
She wasn't feeling grace.
But what was really interesting is her response to the situation. Maybe you can speak on that, or her response.
Yeah, I mean, before going to her response, I want to say that her problem lasted for many years. This problem just repeated.
It didn't go away overnight.
No, it didn't. It didn't go away overnight. It didn't. It keep on building up.
Wow.
Just imagine Peninnah having, I mean, first of all, not having children. Second, her husband marrying Peninnah. Third, Peninnah having the firstborn. Second, the other child that Peninnah had. third. I mean, the list just kept on adding.
That thing would eat me up.
Yeah.
For years. And the Bible says that every year they would go up to Shiloh and would come down. But, carrying those burdens, have you climbed a mountain carrying a big backpack? Just imagine that you put rocks in your backpack. So you climb, you go up to Shiloh, but you try to pray and your prayers doesn't cross the ceiling. And then you come back from church and you keep feeling the same. Year after year, day after day. And this, I don't know how many years this went onwards.
Yeah.
But definitely it could have been a depression by itself.
Yeah.
Being depressed by not feeling favored. By having love but not being able to receive it. So it's very difficult. And seeing over here, year by year they went and they came back carrying the same rocks in their backpacks, in their souls. So therefore, the end of verse 7, therefore she wept and did not eat. When we are in troubles, our physical body suffers too. And I guess it's important that we take care of others. Sometimes we tell people, oh, you should pray more. When we are not taking care of their physical needs as well.
One of the things that they say, you're spiritually weak.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people say that.
That is not always the case. Because looking at Hannah, she's praying all the time, trying to get God's attention. And then you tell the person, pray more.
Yeah.
Pray more. I mean, that's the real issue.
Yeah.
How to surrender and how to, we're going to get to that, right? And how to stop worrying of what we already told God. And what only belongs to God now. So, yeah, definitely Elkanah even said to her, like, hey, come on. Am I not better? Why do you weep? Why do you continue weeping? Am I not better to you than 10 sons? There is another expression that says also like 7 sons in another part of the Bible.
Yeah.
But 7 and 10 is like the perfect number, the complete number. I am not better than anything else. But again, I repeat, when we are not right with God, like fully surrender, fully giving our worries to Him, anything else, whatever compliment they give you, society gives you, you
just front on it.
Yeah.
You're not satisfied.
Yeah, we're not satisfied. We're not fully at peace. At peace. Feeling the grace, as Hannah means. So, yeah, definitely. They were eating, they were drinking. Whatever meals they had. In verse 9, it says, so Hannah arose after they had finished eating. Perhaps she had not eaten at all. But then she went into the sanctuary, Shiloh, and Eli, the priest, was sitting on the seat by the doorpost, and she was in bitterness of soul, and prayed to the Lord, and wept in anguish. Like when it says wept in anguish, it's like wept without stopping. Wept without
like crying continuously.
Yeah.
Like, you can't stop.
Weeping.
Yeah.
Weapon.
I'm just trying to look at the Hebrew expression.
It's added to your dictionary. Wept weapon.
Wept weeping. Yes. It's just she just kept on crying.
Yeah.
And then she made a vow and said, "O Lord of the armies, of the host of heaven, if you indeed look," like that expression, indeed look, it's if you indeed take a special time to look. It's not that God is closing his eyes. God is never closing his eyes. He's not like deciding not to look.
Right.
But if you just place a special attention to the affliction of your servant and remember me. It's not it's not about being forgotten. The verb over here, it's zakar, which means to recall, to remember.
It's a Hebrew word.
And it's not about forgetting or having the inability to recall, because God does not forget. God does not have the inability to say, "Oh, my mind went blank."
Right.
No,
God is not me.
God is not us. God did not forget about us, but Hannah was requesting, please recall of my name. Call to your mind the name that you have been keeping there.
Right.
So God has not forgotten us. We are in His mind. We just need to claim to God, please keep us in the pupil of your eyes.
Yeah.
Oof. And that's strong. Yeah. God has not forgotten you. He still has you in mind. Don't give up yet.
Yeah.
Don't give up yet. Because trust me, the best is yet to come. Just keep asking.
Yeah.
And then, the story continues that Hannah keeps saying, if you give me a child, I will give that child to the Lord all the days of his life, and no razor shall come upon his head. He was basically making a vow, a Nazarene vow.
I know this one is serious, but it's funny to me how she has been pleading for this thing. And now she's saying, if you give it to me, I'm going to give it back to you.
Yeah. I think we are ready to receive God's blessings when we are ready to give it away.
This one is different. We are ready to receive God's blessings when we are ready to give it away.
Yeah.
And it's not that God is limiting until you give it away, but we need to have a willing heart.
Yeah.
I've been praying for many things in my life. I've been praying for many things. But I have discovered that when I want those things for myself, they are hard to come by. So we need to have an attitude of not like, losing everything, but an attitude of, Lord, we want a car, we want something, whatever you want. But we don't say, give me a car and I will use it to take people to church all the week, all weekends. We don't say that.
Yeah. Well, because we're not thinking of the people that don't have a ride. We're thinking about
us, about driving a nice car.
Yeah.
So we need to be willing to ask, but also be willing to give.
Yeah.
And Hannah understood that. Maybe for many years she was asking for a child for herself. Maybe. Or maybe God just wanted to strengthen her faith. Or simply it was to teach us a lesson to us that we should not give up on praying, and that we should be ready to come to Him and say, God, I'm praying for this, but please use it for your will. I actually have a few keys that I wanted to share about prayer. That prayer becomes, time passes by so quickly when you pray for others. But when you pray for yourself, you end up repeating the same thing over and over again for the same 2-3 minutes that you pray.
Yeah.
So what I have discovered that when I take my list of, I have it in my phone, my list of friends that I want to pray for, people that are in the mission field, people that are here, people that are far away or close, I discovered that when I pray for them, time flies. And my prayer just becomes beautiful. I'm not saying that I'm perfect.
You're better than me.
No. I'm not saying that
like you.
He wouldn't be like you.
I'm not saying that I'm beautiful or something. I'm sorry. That my prayers are beautiful. My prayers are beautiful. I hope you delete that. If you leave it, just understand this is all life, okay?
You're good.
So I just discovered that when I pray for others, my prayers go by.
Yeah.
And we need to keep praying for others.
Yeah.
Whatever gifts that we pray for are for others. Like Samuel, the child was going to be born to be a blessing for others. And I want to say Hannah had all this. She went to the temple, etc., etc. But what are we doing to approach the presence of God? What are we doing? Are we coming to church? Are we separating like this podcast in my corner, a special place to pray to God? Are we, I don't know, I have found many practical ways that I can pray and improve my prayer life. Number one, I have decided to have a more clean desk.
Okay.
Because when I pray with all my books and everything, with all the mess, I cannot do it. It just distracts me.
Takes away
I think of homework. I think of other things. Maybe another thing is like have also. I mean, Hannah came in fasting basically, because when you eat too much and you try to pray like in your private room, I'm falling asleep.
Quick.
I'm falling asleep.
Quick.
I mean, one time I was like, all right, let me just lay down in my bed and pray. That doesn't work.
Yeah, you fall asleep, yeah.
I mean, it just depends everybody's context.
Yeah.
But I have decided to have a special place, a special way, a comfortable temperature, so that I can pray comfortable to God and just focus on Him. Yeah. And we need to remember who we're talking to. When you remember that, I mean, He's your friend, He's your Father, He's your King. So when you remember those three, you are able to connect. And I want to say, maybe you need to practice this too. But sometimes I pray aloud.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody's hearing.
Those are my favorite.
Yeah, but I pray it aloud, like just to be conscious of what I'm speaking. Because when you think of your thoughts, sometimes your thoughts wander.
Yeah, it's true.
But praying aloud, I mean, we're gonna get to that part, right? Hannah was trying to pray aloud, but she couldn't. Her pain was too much. And second, her story was written so that we could remember. I have decided. I mean, we're roommates, so you don't know me that intimate yet. But I have a notebook in my, my lamp over there where I have all the books. I have a notebook over there that whenever I wake up stressed or whenever I cannot fall asleep, I have a notebook where I start writing my prayers. So most of the prayers, let me tell you, they are worthy to, I mean, all of them, they are worthy to be written.
And you said that I started this practice and it really helps writing down prayers and your relationship with God. Because I've developed this practice where each time God does something for me or each time I pray to God and I see signs of it, I write it down.
Yeah.
And the prayers too, I write them down just to go back and read them like, look at God.
Yeah.
And it's so beautiful and it has been helping me improve, and I'm like, where was this all this time?
Yeah. No, this is good. Yeah.
I have been stressed at some moments, or worry, and I have dedicated time to written. I look at Bible verse and I write it. I personalize the scripture too.
Yeah.
Like putting your name in the verse. And one day, I mean, sometimes you go back to it to read the previous days.
Yeah.
I was looking at the previous day and I was like, Zabdiel, weren't you supposed to be worried while you were writing this? This seems so hopeful. Like I was worried, I was stressed, but I was reading what I wrote when I was worried and stressed. Yeah. And it was filled of hope. You just don't realize, but expressing to God has the opportunity to give you a lot of hope. And that's what Hannah was about to experience.
Yeah.
So, I mean, going to the story. Yeah. It says that verse 12, and it happened as she continued praying before the Lord. In the Hebrew says that she made numerous prayers before the Lord, like numerous. I mean, we cannot give up on the first one.
Yeah.
That Eli watched her mouth. So Eli was watching from far away. He was like watching her pray and prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed numerous times. If she had prayed maybe 1 or 2 times, that was okay.
Yeah.
But Eli saw Hannah praying so much that he started wondering, maybe she just fell into the ground and she cannot stand up because she's drunk.
Yeah.
She was continuously praying that her lips were moving and trying to pronounce, but her crying was too deep that she couldn't utter the words.
Yeah.
But in those times of evil times, those scenes were rarely witnessed. And I think we need, in our time, we need to see more of this as well.
Yeah.
And I think this is where, as Christians, sometimes we have to be careful. Because Eli, even though the priest obviously had good intentions,
Yeah.
but then thinking that Hannah is drunk, the question therefore becomes, did he not know what Hannah was going through? Let's say she was drunk. Was Eli not willing to, sympathize with her or understand what she's going through?
Yeah.
But point out the thing that everyone sees, she's acting crazy. But instead ask the question, why are you like this, lady? As Christians, we're so tempted to see the symptoms or the signs of the things that the person are going through, and we're like, oh, she's definitely crazy. Instead of going to the person and be like, how are you doing today?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely we need to learn to sympathize. And I mean, instead of going to critique or to say something, pray for them. Why Eli didn't bow down along with her? He was the priest.
Yep.
It would be the best time to minister to her.
Wow.
Yeah.
How do you minister? Does the person wants to hear all your speeches and advices? It would be so powerful that he would have bowed down and prayed along with her.
Yeah.
But I mean, after he asked, he recognized his mistake. Oh, okay, you're not drunk.
But we don't recognize it. That's our problem. I'm gonna be the first to throw myself under the bus. Most of the times I don't. I only see the symptoms.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to be part of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we need to recognize our lacks and be able to pray for them. And Eli said, okay, I understand now. And Eli answered, go, no, my Lord, Hannah said, no, my Lord, I am a woman of sorrowful spirit. I have neither drunk or neither had an intoxicating drink, but I have poured out my soul, like my entire heart, my entire feelings before the Lord. Do not consider your maidservant a wicked woman, for out of the abundance of my complaint and grief I have spoken until now. God is willing to take your complaints.
That is a $1 million answer that she gave right there. She's like, I know what you're thinking,
Yeah.
I know you definitely think, oh, I have no part in God. But listen, I'm going through a lot. And I'm not going to let you stop me from talking to God.
Yeah.
And that is powerful.
Yeah.
She could have just said, okay, bye. I'm done.
Yeah, and she explained. I like that she was also transparent.
Yeah.
Saying, I have griefs and complaints that I am presenting before the Lord. And God is willing to hear. I mean, when we come to God, He gives us the privilege that we struggle with Him.
Yeah.
God has not said, oh, you need to pray beautifully all the time.
Yeah.
We can also come and present ourselves as we are, shout, say, Lord, why? Question Him.
Yeah. I think what you're saying is just showing the importance of lamenting, right?
Yeah.
It's okay not being okay and just being real with God and telling Him what's going on, right? Because sometimes suppressing those things it's not good for us, because at one point we're just going to explode, right? And so God is inviting us to, whether good or bad, talk to Him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. When you enter, she was at the temple. When you enter his presence with prayer, God will enter your circumstances with power.
Ooh. Say it again.
Say it again.
I don't want to miss it. Say it again, please. Please.
When you enter his presence with prayer, God will enter your circumstances with power.
With power.
And at that moment, God enter in her heart,
Yes.
in her circumstances, in her family,
Yeah.
in her marriage,
With power.
in her dignity, in her self-esteem, in her life. So Eli said, wow, go in peace, and the God of Israel may grant you your petition which you have asked for him. And she said, let your maidservant find favor in your sight. So the woman went away and ate. I like that. She was happy now.
My prayers are answered.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, she started eating.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't have nothing to show as evidence, but I know it has been answered.
Yeah.
Yes. So this time, after many years, after many children were born in her family of Penina's side, after carrying a backpack of rocks for all those years, going up to Shiloh, coming back, going up, coming back. Finally, this time she dropped
Those
her
rocks.
weights
Yeah.
and came down light.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if you have felt that in your
Imagine
life.
that feeling.
That's an amazing feeling.
If you've been on a hike, if you ever hiked, and then you get to the last, you see that, oh, this is the last straw, we're done. And then you finally get to sit down, get a bottle of water. Man!
Yeah. You just get all relief.
Yeah.
All relief from the earth.
Yeah.
At that moment, there is nothing more important than praising God.
Yeah.
And that's what she did. I mean, she ate as well. You know, she rejoiced with her family. Eating was usually in the context of family.
Yeah. Communal.
Communal. She rejoiced. She went back and her face was no longer sad. It says over here, 19. Next morning, she rose early in the morning and went to worship again. So once we have entering the presence of God with prayer, and God has entered into our lives with peace, we can just wake up, and the first thing we will continue doing will be praising him.
Amen. 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 It's, I don't even know what to say. Because when God hear our prayers and God finally decide to send people away to give us the confirmation, I don't think you should waste time praising his name. I don't think you should waste time sitting on the glory that God has bestowed on you. I think rather you should show it and tell people that you have a God whose name is God.
Yeah.
His name is all powerful and an answer to all of our problems. So it says again that the Lord, you see this expression is coming back at the end of verse 19. That Elkanah knew Hannah and the Lord remembered her. You see the word remember that we mentioned before?
She said, God, don't forget.
Yeah, it's God doesn't forget you.
Yeah.
It's just meaning that God doesn't have a memory problem. It's just meaning that God play another special attention on her. When Hannah said, Lord, remember me, it's not that God has forgotten you. But it is that God, you're calling a special request upon God, like a special attention. You're recalling him. And God recalled Hannah and gave them a child whose name is Samuel, saying, because I have asked for him from the Lord. And I mean, that's the most beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Having the prayer answered.
You know, I think I mistakenly said it when I was talking to you. The name, actually, the other translation that can be given is His name is God. it shows the power of God, that he is the only one who is God. He's the only one who is able to do. And so his name is God. It means he doesn't forget.
Samuel, yeah.
All those words are similar in the roots.
Yeah.
And definitely he was the living proof.
Yeah, of
The
that.
living proof. And I also think that we all are gifts. If you are watching this podcast, it's because God remembered in past time. And God will remember you in the future and in the present. And will continue to recall your name upon his mind. So that's beautiful.
That's me. That's me.
We are, yeah, we are his gifts. I mean, when I was being born, my mom told me that when I was being born, we struggled.
we struggled.
I was being born and my mom was struggling.
So you struggle too.
I struggled too. I really struggled because my mom told me when you were being born, we had a lot of complications. When you came out, you were all like purple blue.
Wow.
I was about to die. And my name also means like a special present, a special gift from God. That's what Zabdiel means. So all of us, we are a living proof that God remembers. And God has a purpose for us. If we have not yet given our lives to God, maybe this is the moment that we give our lives to him so that we can be according to his purpose, to be a blessing.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And well, Hannah said that she grew up the child. She would take good care of him, and as soon as the child was like grown enough to be independent, to be in the temple serving, she took it to the temple with a special offering. So that's the moment of fulfillment of a full prayer, when we give it back to God. And just to wrap up, because we're taking time is tickling me. I think this special occasion when she took the child back to the same place, it's just a remembrance. We should go back to the same prayers that we made and see how God has answered.
And this conversation is so good, I even forgot about the time. But I think there's one thing that she does especially well, is that she made sure that the child was well weaned. Like the child was taken care of proper before she delivered the child to God. Because most of the times when we ask something from God and it's time for us to give it back, what we do is, do I really have to give it back? Okay, take it, God. We don't take the time to make sure that the thing that we're giving to God is appropriate. It's in good status. That, okay, I said I would give it to you, God, and this is me delivering it on a silver platter.
Beautiful.
But instead, we just throw it on the ground. God, I said I'll give you this. Here you go.
Yeah. No, well cared for. Well trained. I cannot imagine Samuel, but compared to Eli's children, he was a blessing. He was a blessing. And they worship once again. I mean, this is a prayer is worship. Prayer is worship. Singing is worship too. But it says again in verse 28 at the end of the chapter 1, and they worship again. They worship the Lord over there. And hava, the verb hava, it's to prostrate, to bow down.
To bow down.
To bow down.
I don't know no Hebrew.
I think
just a little bit.
I think we need to be able to bow down our ego, bow down our selflessness.
Pride.
Pride. I'm sorry.
Go.
I said selflessness, right?
Selfish.
Or selfishness.
Selfishness.
Yeah, we should bow down everything that we have as an idol in our lives, or as a barrier. It's preventing us. and we need to pray more. We need to pray more. John Piper said a quote that the enemy, it's planning and attacking and working against us 168 hours per week. And we think that by praying just 2-3 minutes, by studying just 10-20 minutes, we'll make it against him. We need to pray more. We need to worship him more, and worship in any way, like worship with your own health, worship with your own voice, with your own words, with your own attitudes. I mean, chapter 2 talks about the worship that Hannah gave to God. You know, because singing also helps you relieve pain when you're like super sick or you start singing and your spirit lifts up. But also, I mean, we should sing before God answers, or even when God is not answering yet.
Yeah.
But also in this case, this is a song of victory, of triumph. I think a song reflects the agony that she went through.
Yeah.
A song reflects the feelings, reflects the emotions that cannot be expressed in any other way. When you sing, sometimes you cry.
Yeah.
And she was reflecting all that in a song. And I think we can maybe start creating poems, maybe start creating songs to praise God.
Before, whenever I saw people like dancing like crazy and giving testimonies, I thought, this person is a little crazy, you know?
A little bit too much.
But then when I got to know the story of Hannah, I'm like, those people deserve to dance.
Yeah.
Because they are acknowledging what God has done in their life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and nothing beats that.
Yeah.
Nothing beats that.
Nothing beats a testimony. Nothing
No.
beats what you've experienced with God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once we decide to give up what wraps us outwardly, God can dwell inwardly. So I think once we just decide to give up everything, we will have a joy inside that it's so powerful.
Yeah.
D, what do you think?
Man, powerful. Conversation was amazing. Talking about, God's power. God is listening. Whatever, the highs and lows of life. We may sometimes, especially in the lows, we think, man, God is not there. God is not listening. But we look at this story, God was there the entire time, and the importance of, lamenting when things are not going well, to be real with ourselves and with God, to say, God, things are not going well, and God is listening. And we see at the end that he does answer. He remembered Hannah. And so it's just an encouragement for all three of us, and also for you, the listeners, and also those that are watching, that just keep praying. And if you're asking, man, how can I pray more, and Zabdiel mentioned, like, when you pray for others, your prayer tends to be even longer, and then times flies. So try to pray for others, and then you'll see that, man, your prayer life will, transform to another level. So, man, it was a blessing.
Yeah.
Do you have any last
Well,
thoughts?
I just want to say that one of the favorite authors that I know, Ellen G. White, says that prayer, it's the key in the hand of faith that will open the blessings from heaven. So we have prayer as easy, and faith by grabbing it, and God is just pouring blessings.
Yeah.
But we need to take it. We need to take that key.
Right.
You need
to be able.
take that key to be able.
Prayer and faith will accomplish what no power on earth can. So I just stay with those two quotes that that author mentioned, and I think they're powerful for us too.
I don't think I can add anything to that. I just can't. I just.
Yeah.
Zabdiel, we want to thank you again for
Thanks to God. Thanks to you.
accepting to do this. We know it's always hard, the preparation and the things
it
that
takes a lot.
the prayers and
I guess it's harder the setup, I started struggling a lot at the beginning. I was like, that's hard.
Yeah.
all right. So guys, till we meet again, I am Richard. This is my co-host D, and our amazing and incredible guest Zabdiel.
Thanks to you.
See you. Peace.
Bye now.